With Season 2 in my NBA 2K14 MyGM mode with the Minnesota Timberwolves winding down, the T-Wolves stand 7.5 games out with 8 to play of that 8th spot in the Western Conference playoff picture. The Warriors locked that down so far. They have that lockdown currently. We're actually just coming off a loss to them. So it looks like the playoffs will be out of the Timberwolves' reach for this year. We've slipped a little bit at the end of the season. We hovered around 500 for a while. We now sit 6 games under, 34-30. So, because of that, this will be the last regular season episode of Season 2. I was planning on doing one more after that because I thought we were going to be a little bit closer into the playoff picture, but Warriors have pulled away a little bit and we have fallen behind. So, it is going to be a playoff list season for the Minnesota Timberwolves for the, 11 straight time. I think the last time they made the playoffs was 2004 and this is 2015. So, I believe that's 11 straight seasons of no playoffs. So, that's too bad. But we will move forward with this ball game against the New Orleans Pelicans, a pretty similar team to the one they have in real life, or at least heading into the real life offseason, except they did have Anderson Varejao as well as Andrew Wiggins. Now, Wiggins comes off the bench for them. He didn't play a lot of minutes. I think he only played 12 minutes today, but he made a pretty big impact in those 12 minutes, as you'll see. And then Anderson Varejao, pretty much the equivalent to what Omer Asik is in real life. They acquired Omer Asik for a 2015 first-round pick. And both defensive centers, obviously Varejao pretty injury prone, but they, they both complement Anthony Davis nicely. Davis probably not big and strong enough to play this 5 yet in the NBA, in today's NBA, so I think, for me, it makes more sense for him to play the 4 short-term and long-term, so that's the role Anderson Varejao plays. Other than that, pretty similar Pelicans team, one that's pretty talented, one that I think can make a playoff push in the coming years, especially with Anthony Davis's development. In this game, I believe they are 43-31 heading into this ball game, looking to make a playoff push themselves. So here we go, a little two-man game between Eric Gordon and Anderson Varejao. Hop-step layup and one. They call the tiki-tack foul on Klay Thompson right there. You'll see on the replay. Didn't really get hit here, but Gordon was still with an impressive layup nonetheless, and he was getting pretty excited after that one, trying to pump up his teammates here. Up by 2 now. Harrison Barnes driving in, tries to tie the game, misses the shot there, but gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in, and that will tie the game at 16 apiece. Now Drew Holiday, Justin Alban, watching too much Summer League. He misses, but it's a putback right there, and now here is Andrew Wiggins himself going to work on Chase Budinger, pulling up and getting that one to go right in his face. So Andrew Wiggins showing off here in his limited playing time, but now it is Austin Rivers falling down, leaving J.J. Barea wide open, and Barea will knock down the open 3. Now Austin Rivers back on offense, kicks it to Ryan Anderson. For some reason, Dante Cunningham just left Anderson wide open right there, and that leads to an open jumper for one of the best jump shooting big men in basketball. Here's that, running with shooters into space thing that I showed off last video, but we do it once again pretty effectively. Anthony Morrow has to commit to either Barea or Budinger. He chooses Barea, leaving Budinger wide open for the easy jump shot, and that makes it a 3-point game. But now it's back up to 5 after that shot, and that will be the score heading into the second quarter. At the end of one, New Orleans leads 30-25. Timberwolves just could not get the stops there to try and mount a run after we got down a little bit. The Pelicans held a sort of 3 to 5 to 7 point lead for most of the quarter, and we just couldn't get the stops on defense to try and close that gap. So still with the 5-point lead, Varejao, little bang shot right there, hook shot, bang shot, whatever you want to call it. It's a 7-point lead now, 34-27. Rubio hits Seth Curry in the break, though. Beautiful pass from Ricky Rubio. Hits Curry and Stride, who has the easy jump shot right there. So now it's down to a 5-point game. We get the ball back. That's going to be a turnover, stolen by Eric Gordon. Tyreek Evans on the break, all alone, and he slams it down, jumping off of one leg, slamming it down with 2 hands. He's got 7 points now on the evening. And take a look at the Kia slam cam. Larry Sanders' chase down block was to no avail. So now it's an 8-point lead for the Pelicans. Little pick and roll action right here. Rubio trying to get to the hoop. Left-handed layup, gets it to go. So Rubio showing some touch around the rim. And now Thompson down low, trying to, I tried to body up the smaller defender right there, but Anthony Davis got in the way. Luckily, it did not matter. So Thompson gets the layup to go anyway. But now Drew Holiday, I keep trying to say Justin, but Drew Holiday with the left-handed layup right there off the glass. Now it's back up to an 8-point game. Here's something we have lacked all season long, 3-point shooting, and I think that's something we need to get better at when we head into this offseason. Not enough 3-point shooting on this team. There's a 3 from Harrison Barnes, but other than Klay Thompson, who seems to struggle from 3 at times, we don't really have another above-average 3-point shooter. I would say that Barnes is, maybe Kawhi Leonard's above average. I would say Barnes is sort of average, and Rubio can't shoot, and obviously Larry Sanders can't shoot. And then even off the bench, we have Seth Curry, but when we had Shaved for a while, he's not really a great shooter. Barea's a good shooter, but not a great one. So I think that's something we can improve on. Buttinger's a little bit inconsistent. Andrew Wiggins for 3 right there, though, speaking of threes, and that's going to make it a 7-point game. Heading into the half, a 54-47 lead. Andrew Wiggins, you can see, taunting this Minnesota crowd as he is having himself quite an evening here from the Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota. But here we go, Ricky Rubio hitting Klay Thompson right there, and that's something that I've always talked about in 2K, although in real life the mid-range shot is probably the worst shot in basketball. In fact, it is the worst shot in basketball. In 2K, I think they have some value. Your players just will always hit a higher percentage of long twos than they do threes, and you know, for a guy like Klay Thompson or a guy like Chase Buttinger or Harrison Barnes, those guys seem to hit their long twos at a way more efficient rate than their threes. And it sort of makes sense if you're looking at things very linearly. Let's check out Larry Sanders with the one-handed slam. But I do think the mid-range shot does have some value in 2K, so I try to use it when I can. But look at the slam from Larry Sanders right there. Beautiful pick and roll. Tyreek for 3, no good. Don't know he's out there shooting threes, but nice little pass from Verjao to Davis right there. Caught Harrison Barnes trying to cover 2 guys and did not work out. Here I was trying to take advantage of Barnes being covered by Anthony Davis, but Davis is a very good perimeter defender for a man his size. But Barnes does drive the double team, kick it out to Seth Curry for the 3. Now Eric Gordon with the nice little crossover layup right there, putting the Pelicans back up by 5. But Seth Curry trying to go to work and get into this paint. He does end up pulling up and getting that shot to go. So Seth Curry having himself a nice little game. He's got 7 points now. And Barnes looking for Curry again, this time in the corner for 3, and he gets it to go. So Seth Curry red hot here in this third quarter. And now 69 all is the score. Harrison Barnes in the lane, blocked by Davis, rebounded by Cunningham, and that was good instincts right there. He knew, or I should say I knew, that Bellinelli was standing out there behind the three-point line with no one on him, just sort of reading the defenders and counting up how many guys were there and all that. And we end up getting a wide open 3 for Bellinelli, so we finally have the lead, one of our first leads in a while. And then here, almost end of the quarter, Larry Sanders with the hop step layup. Did not expect that shot to go in. Now Drew Holiday crossover dribble, draws the defense in. Wiggins in the corner, he knocks it down, and Andrew Wiggins' nice evening continues, and that would make it a 74-74 ball game at the end of 3. But the Timberwolves have come all the way back. We outscored the Pelicans 28-21 in that quarter, and we end up tying the game at 74, which will send it into the 4th and final quarter of this ball game. 76 all now. Rubio hitting Klay Thompson, coming off a curl screen, whatever you want to call it, and Sanders kicking it out to Kawhi Leonard, trying to drive in, finds Rubio. Rubio not exactly open there, but the shot clock was winding down. He had to take the shot, and he gets it to go. Ricky Rubio showing off some dead-eye shooting ability, and then Kawhi Leonard. Take a look at the athleticism, ability to get by Anthony Davis right there, and then finish with the nice athletic finish. Just impressive all around from Kawhi Leonard. And then Thompson driving in, and just like that, we've opened up a 9-point lead here, 87-78. But Tyreek Evans long too. Like I said, a guy like Tyreek Evans is going to hit those 18-footers a lot, or those 20-footers a lot more than those 22-footers. So Rubio to Kawhi in transition for 3. He gets it to go, and we're back up by 10. A big shot by Kawhi Leonard right there. Great pass from Ricky Rubio. Now Anthony Davis back to Eric Gordon. Down by 10 still, 92-82. Gordon long 2. Gets that shot to go, so the lead's down to 8. Now still an 8-point game. Rubio back on offense. Gives it to Kawhi. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam on Tyreek Evans. Beautiful dunk in the half court right there. So now back to a 10-point game, but Eric Gordon cuts it to 7 right there with the 3 ball. And now 94-87. Gordon driving kick to Tyreek in the corner. And just like that, it's a 4-point game. Back-to-back threes from the Pelicans. And they're not going away just yet. Now a 2-point game. 95-93. Barnes gives it down low to Kawhi. Left-handed finger roll up and good. And that gets the lead back up to 4, 97-93. Eric Gordon in the corner, shot blocked by Klay Thompson, but Anthony Davis there on the offensive boards puts it back up and in, and it's down to 2 once again. Now up to 4, 30 seconds to play. Gordon for 3, no good. Davis on the offensive rebounds, and that is a problem when you play small against a team that plays big like the Pelicans. So we get fouled, make 2 free throws, back to a 3-point game, but Davis puts it in again, so once again it's a 1-point game. We get fouled, make 2 free throws this time. Tyreek for 3, no good. Anthony Davis on the board, back out to Drew Holiday. Drew to Eric Gordon, 3 ball, no good. Rebounded by Davis, out to Gordon once again. Buzzer beater is no good, and that will wrap up the ball game. The Timberwolves come away with a 102-99 victory in what was a crazy finish to this ball game. So big win to wrap up season 2. Just beating a good team like the Pelicans always feels good when you are a team like the Minnesota Timberwolves. So we'll head into the offseason. I don't think I'll live stream it, but maybe. I don't know. Maybe keep an eye out for it. I don't think I will, though, because I like to get that video up, or that off-season video up on probably Friday, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday I would say would be the goal. Although on the weekends, a lot of the time, I'm not really sure when or if I can upload videos. So that's not a guarantee. But yeah, I just don't think I'll really have an opportunity to live stream it before then. So I'll likely just have to do it on my own. And hopefully we will have Season 3. Hopefully Season 3 will be bigger and better. Obviously, disappointing not making the playoffs, but something to build on moving forward, I think, with the group and the core of young players that we've assembled. So anyway, here's Wiggins, 18 points on 12 shots in 12 minutes. Davis had 15 and 12 on 14 shots, 4 blocks. Evans, 14 points, 10 shots. Gordon, 14 points, I think, yeah, on 15 shots. So that's going to do it. Thanks for watching, guys. I've been enjoying them.